Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 2 PvP and another weapon showcase. This time I am using the Loyce Greatsword, which you can get in the third DLC, the Crown of the Ivory King. Now, this is a weapon that has become very popular, and for a few good reasons. The biggest, I would say, is its fantastic moveset. When two-handed, this Greatsword actually has straight sword moves. Its one-handed, or rather its two-handed R1s and R2s are very similar and in some ways identical to a lot of the attacks that straight swords have. So, as such, it makes it a very, very useful weapon for doing combos, and the damage output isn't half bad either. Now, getting started, the Loyce Greatsword requires 25 strength and 28 dexterity. It has an E scaling in strength and an S in dexterity. The physical base damage of the weapon is 230, and for me the attack rating of the weapon is 489 with a Ring of Blades and Flynn's Ring. The counter strength of the weapon is 110, poise damage is 35 per hit, and the weight is 8 units. Now, as I was saying, the biggest pro of this weapon is the moveset. You can get some really nice combos with it simply because of the fact that it shares moves with straight swords. And as we all know, straight swords can be very good for comboing if you do something other than just simply R1 spam like a lot of people do. The R2s of straight swords are incredibly useful, and because this weapon shares those R2 attacks, well, do I really need to even go into that much detail on it? It's a lot of guaranteed 2-hit combos. A lot of them. You can throw in jumping attacks on top of it, take advantage of its long reach. You can do rolling attacks instead if you would like that as well. It's a very, very powerful weapon simply because of its good damage output, of course. But the combo ability is really what does it. That's the real thing here that shines. And the fact that you can have some really good tracking on some of those attacks as well, that definitely just strengthens the weapon. So, there's that. Other pros of the weapon, I would say the reach is definitely a pro. It's about average for, a greatsword. But if you're looking at those two-handed attacks, which are straight sword attacks, that's the longest reaching attack of its type that you've got. So, that's a good thing. It makes it very hard to get away from, and that's, not something to complain about. Now, the biggest con of this weapon, I would have to say, would be killing the cats. You have to kill an optional boss for this weapon, and it's less than pleasant to say the least. Killing them isn't even necessarily the worst part, it's getting to them. But really, that's the only con I've got for this thing. Now, this video was sponsored and brought to you by a website called Opinion Outpost. Now, what Opinion Outpost is, it's a website where you would go, you'd sign up, make your own little account, and you would answer opinion-based surveys about things that you care about, things that are important to you, so food, I like food, TVs, movies, video games, stuff like that. And you actually earn cash. You can get Amazon gift cards, I've got one of those myself from doing this, and iTunes gift cards and all of that sort of stuff. It's a free-to-join website, and there are thousands of people doing this thing. I'm actually one of them, which is why I'm okay doing this. If this is something you're interested in, definitely check it out. I'm going to have a link down in the description, and it's something to really keep in mind. It's a nice little thing just to do if you got a couple minutes of free time. Just fill out a quick survey, do that occasionally, and you'll get something back for it. Nothing wrong with that in my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.